Greetings guys, this is Dave Banjo coming at you with another video. This time it's Astro Bot, the game that has impressed everybody and their grandma and has won Game of the Year 2024. Who would have thought that this little robot's big adventure would take not just the gaming community by storm, not just the video game industry by storm, but perhaps the entertainment industry by storm. Let's go ahead and jump into the video. Let's go back to the 90s, specifically 1996. Super Mario 64 comes out to critical and commercial success all over the world, not just in the US and Japan. It's certainly been lauded and praised by being one of the best video games, and also how they handled Mario's transition from the 2D days of NES and SNES to the more powerful N64. He can now do things that were considered impossible in his old days. He can now move 360 degrees, he can do a backwards somersault, he can long jump, and specifically in Mario 64, he can gather power stars to restore peace, not just to Peach's Castle, but also Mushroom Kingdom, and rescue Princess Toadstool from the clutches of the evil Bowser. It's certainly been praised as one of the best video games, not just of the 90s, but also of its time. Granted, yes, I know that the game gets criticized for its camera control and its graphics, obviously, but it's still a fun game to revisit and also a popular game to speedrun nowadays. Now, if you go forward in the late 90s, there's been some Mario 64 clones that tried to imitate the Mario 64 formula in the 3D platforming genre, for better or for worse. There's a game that's great, like Banjo Kazooie, that really perfected the Mario 64 formula. Others not so much, like Donkey Kong 64 and its over-reliance on collecting too many collectibles for the same Kong, and segregating the Kongs for the different missions. Yes, it felt fun, and also it was the debut for the main gorilla himself, and you get to play as him and his nephew and different family members, but it still felt like bloating and patting on the game rather than creating a true quality experience for the player. Now, by the early 2000s, the 3D platforming genre began to die off and eventually become extinct. Now, there is some games post that, specifically the Mario Galaxy games in the late 2000s, that kind of reminded people of Mario 64, and also Ukulele that came out in the mid 2010s, but there hasn't been a game that really exploded and really was earth-shattering as Mario 64 way back in its heyday. Well, enter Astro Bot. This little robot just decided to challenge Mario for the crown to be the platforming king in his titular adventure in this adventure game. Now in Astro Bot, him and his buddies are partying in the PlayStation 5 console that acts as a motherboard very adorably, when this alien just decides to attack them for no reason and steal their CPU chip, an important CPU chip to their motherboard. And he doesn't stop there. He segregates him and his friends, and they're scattered in different galaxies. Astro Bot will not rest until he gets his buddies back, gets that CPU back, and restores peace to the galaxy, to the different galaxies rather. So what is Astro Bot? What does it entail? Well, if you played the Mario Galaxy games, your objective is to go around the different galaxies and to collect the different, not stars, but different collectibles. So in Astro Bot, you collect these different puzzle pieces that one acts as getting a tire, and that's cool. It's not anything power-up wise, it's more of a cosmetic thing, so it reminds me of Mario Odyssey with the different costumes, and also the different robots that the aliens scattered in the different levels. And some of them are dressed in plain Jane, but most of them are in past PlayStation IP, like Jak and Daxter and Crash Bandicoot. Yes, I know that he's owned by Activision and essentially Microsoft, but you still have to remember his old stomping grounds way back in the Sony days. So there's different Easter eggs with the different costumes, such as Crash Bandicoot, like I said, Jak and Daxter, even obscure ones like Parappa the Rapper. And you collect these different robots, and they act as the currency to unlock the bosses at the end of the world. And there are these cameo levels when you beat the boss in the world that are, you guessed it, past PlayStation IP. There's ones that are Kratos from God of War, Aloy from the Horizon series, and my personal favorite, Ape Escape. Now, in Ape Escape, you play as this boy named Spike, who's trying to capture these monkeys and stop Spectre, this evil monkey, from taking over the world. And as you also guessed it, in Astro Bot's Ape Escape cameo level, there's a robot dressed as Spectre, very adorable. So it's kind of like an homage to Astro Bot, specifically that used to be called Japan Studio. Now it's Team Asobi, from former people who worked on the Ape Escape franchise, who kind of bring a little bit of both worlds to Astro Bot with its cameo levels. So that's cool. Let's talk about the different power-ups in Astro Bot. There's one where you strap a rooster to your back, and that works like the rocket nozzle in Mario Sunshine. Just push the trigger, and then off you go. You can access different things in the level that you couldn't before. There's one power-up where you can slow down time. There's one power-up where it's like the blimp fruit from Mario Galaxy 2. You can float up and access things that you couldn't before. I wouldn't be surprised if if Team Asobi looked at footage from Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 and decided to implement some sort of feature to Astro Bot. Really kind of like a love letter to not just 3D Mario games, but also 3D platforming games in general. Specifically, those who grew up and enjoy the 3D platforming genre. Let's talk about the different music of Astro Bot. The music is handled by Ken CM Young. I have not heard about him. Regardless, some of the tracks that I do enjoy are specifically the beach level in Go Go Archipelago, I think that's called. They definitely felt bouncy, definitely felt playful, definitely felt it felt appropriate for that that level. And also the snow level in World 4, I believe. I do enjoy some. Those are a couple of tracks that I do enjoy. Definitely adds to that playfulness, like I said, of Astro Bot, and definitely adds to that charm. Let's talk about the problem of Astro Bot. It doesn't have problems with a plural, it's just one problem. And yes, it'd be considered nitpick, but I feel like something that I wanted to address is the health system in Astro Bot. Now, unlike the Mario Galaxy games, there is no 3-hit health system in Astro Bot. If you get hit once, you die. If you get flattened, you die. If you fall off the level, you die. If you get hit by a spike, you blow up and you die, and so on and so forth. I wish there was some sort of health system, 3-hit health system, like a 3-hit health system from Mario Galaxy to Astro Bot that have been given players some leniency, being lenient rather, specifically those to players that aren't really gamers, that just wanted to check this game out because it seems colorful and playful and cute. But regardless, I do appreciate and like that, like in Mario Odyssey, if you fall off the level, there are no life systems. You just simply lose currency and you restart to either the beginning of the level or to the checkpoint in the level. So I do appreciate that they're compensating for that. Even so, I wish there was like a life system in Astro Bot to not punish players that harshly if they do commit a mistake. Now, the final score for Astro Bot, I do have to give it a 9 out of 10. It is a great game. It certainly deserved its Game of the Year 2024. I know a lot of people wanted Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because it was like a reimagining of the original PlayStation 1 day game. But it's still a fun game, fun experience. Play this game if you are looking for a 3D game, kind of like in the same vein as Mario, and specifically with the Switch 2 around the corner. This game can definitely rival Nintendo's Mario for a long time to come. So play this game. It's certainly a fun game, fun experience. And also, if you're looking for a game to beat off your backlog, a fun experience. That is my review of Astro Bot. Thank you so much for watching. Have you guys played Astro Bot? Let me know in the comments. Have you guys decided to play it, but probably opted not because thought it was like a lame duck platformer? Let me know. Like as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.